grow or die. And I'll choose grow every time.
At least 4 billion useless eaters will be eliminated by the year 2050.
Whenever a truth is heard, there's no going back. You are the main character in the video game of life.
I personally don't believe anything they say, right down to the God they claim we worship.
I'm still waiting for somebody to show me gas pressure without a container.
None of the math adds up.
You could stack up all their math books, all their science books, and even put all their degrees stacked up on top of that, and you still wouldn't be high enough to see the curvature.
This is exactly why grounding is so important.
It's all dualistic.
We see too far.
We're just regular people who know we're being lied to. We're tired of it.
The bottom line is, there's only one choice left, and that's to dismantle this whole thing from the top down.
Ha.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready for either one now. Don't throw in a third one, you motherfucker. See, now I can't win. Anyway, what's up, everybody, especially the people listening on Substack. And then number 2 is the people listening on Spotify. We love the people on Spotify. They actually comment and say shit back. It's great. We're going to set up a guest from somebody who commented on Spotify coming up soon, so it's good. Spotify is the second place
like
to go.
Me, right? They're like, get that fucking
Actually,
guy's microphone down.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. But the best one, I think, was my favorite comment we've ever gotten on anything was...
That guy's gay.
The David Icke episode. No, It was, I was genuinely interested in this topic, but these dudes are fucking idiots. Worst podcast ever. Stay away. I was like, hell yeah. It's an Icke shill, I'm sure. It's just because we were talking bad about David Icke. Because, trust me, there's episodes of ours that are way worse than that one was. So,
well, that's a moron.
Yeah. And they had their profile thing was just the given profile picture, that you get,
Yeah, but if that moron listens, you would think that, he or she would find it weird that the guy who do not shy away from looking into anything and everything shies away from flat Earth and also QAnon. That's all.
Oh, I don't.
Just a little bit weird.
By their comment, I don't think it had anything to do with what we said. Like the topic that it was about that. I just think they didn't like us. Like that's how they fuck we were just idiots, which I'm cool with that.
Guy. Who gives a fuck? Well, we don't like you either, whoever you were.
And whoever you were, make sure you go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com so you can hate even more, where you got 8 podcasts to hate there. Check them all out. There's a lot of good ones. Phone Booth Podcast. You got The Pick Is In. You've got The Philosopher King. You've got, here's the thing. You've got, oh my God, Detoxing the Matrix. You've got Cup of Jonah. You've got Translucid. You've got, am I forgetting some? Mind of Madness. Fasting Fake. I think I got them all.
No, you forgot Dualistic. Hold on.
Dualistic. Boo. I'm sorry.
The what do you say? The stomach. What do you call it? I don't know what you call it. You
I don't know what
the
you're
gall.
trying to say.
Gall.
The stomach.
The gall. The stomach.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
The stomach. Anyways, yeah, and check Can-Am Bullion, canambullion.com to get your silver, gold, platinum, bars, and coins, and my favorite, which is out of stock, which is the Trump coin, right there. Looks really great.
Waiting.
The best.
You still haven't clicked
world.
notify me though, but you got that hot tip from Mike, so you're good.
Yeah, the best man in the world, Donald Trump, and get your great coins, gold, silver, platinum bars at canambullion.com and get it while it's hot. Prices changes within 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, all the time.
In real time.
All
In real
the
time. In real time.
I have
And also
some.
goes, yeah.
I could go get it if I wasn't
Yeah.
lazy, but I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Good.
If I could ship to Mexico, you'd have some too, Vince.
Yes. I'll try to travel to Mexico to receive it.
So tonight, I think tonight's going to be a great conversation. We know him via Snoop, but I think we have a lot in common, and he's been jumped on a live stream a couple times, and it was fun. And here he is, Mr. Chas Stumbo. What is up, my dude?
Oh, what's up, fellas?
You're doing the devil horns.
You're
How
going to
dare
get
you.
it.
I know. Watch out, dude. Watch out. No, I've been looking forward to this actually for quite a long time because I've watched you guys on Saturdays when I can. And the fact when all four of you guys get together, honestly, it's what a fun podcast should be. You guys are a riot. And you're handling fantastic topics, and a lot of the stuff that I'm into, you guys are handling those topics, and it's great how you're handling them. And you guys put the work in, and you're having some success with everything you're doing. And I got to give it to you guys, man. Well done, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very appreciated. We're glad to have you watching that shit, and we're glad to have you being in here now.
Being in the shit.
Yeah, right in here.
In the shit.
Right in here. In the shit. So,
So I guess the first place that I keep forgetting, especially when I feel like I know someone because we've talked a couple times, is tell people where to find you, what you do, and then we'll go into first, I guess, tonight is going to be the first episode of your new podcast. I know you had another one, but you're starting fresh, so I want to hear about that process of why you're starting over and all of that. But first, where do people find this new, fresh, hot podcast?
Well, the fresh new podcast is called Something for the Head, and the story
Great
behind
name,
it,
by the way.
Oh, thank
Great
you.
name.
Thank you. It's actually that comes from an EP that my first band did back in '94, I think, showing my age. Back in '94, it was called Something for the Head, and so I stole that as the new podcast name, right?
Why
not? I
robbed
borrowed
that
it.
shit, yeah.
Right. So I borrowed it. And basically, it's available. I'm going to be streaming live on my Facebook page, which is just Chas Stumbo on Facebook. It's going to be on Rumble, which is Something for the Head on Rumble. YouTube, the videos are going to be on YouTube. And then they'll be live as soon as I get that ironed out. And that is going to be, it's at SFTH51. So,
that's the same as your X, right? SFTH51.
Yes. And the same on X at SFTH51. And so the reason that I'm starting this new podcast is the old podcast that I had was called the Ear Mob Podcast. Now, I love the name of it, but who's going to search up Ear Mob and ever expect to find a podcast? Or who looking for a podcast is ever going to put in Ear Mob? It makes no sense. So the story behind why I'm not doing that podcast anymore was I was uploading an audio episode and accidentally clicked the wrong button or something, and it renamed the entire podcast the title of that episode. So I went to Spreaker to see if they could fix it, and they couldn't fix it. So 36 audio episodes, well, actually more, probably closer to 45 audio episodes nobody's ever going to find again, because if they were subscribed to the Ear Mob Podcast, they're not going to find it. And if they're going in to search for Ear Mob Podcast, they're not going to find it because it's titled something completely different. And I had been talking about changing up anyways. So that's what, like watching what you guys do, I'm like, man, if I'm going to do this, I need to take this a little more seriously. Yeah. Just, rather, like I always would go in guerrilla style and just start the live stream, no intro, and just start talking. And I'm like, man, if I'm going to get something out of this, and all I really care about is it paying for itself. And I know there's a long road to make that happen. I get it. But all I care is if it pays for what I need to pay to make the podcast happen, then I'm happy. I don't expect to be, Joe Rogan. Nah. I just want it to at least offset what I'm paying for it and have fun. Exactly. And it's pretty much going to cover the same stuff that I was covering before. But being a musician, I can't say musician. I'm a drummer. So all the other musicians just got offended, right? So being a drummer for the past 45 years, I wanted to dive a little more into music because I didn't touch too much on music on the old podcast, So I want to dive into that just a little bit more with it and reach out to some people. And I had a show scheduled for today with Pete Evick, who is the guitar player for the Bret Michaels Band. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, Pete had to reschedule because he's got to fly to the Bahamas for a private event with the band.
Sounds nice.
So, yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I mean,
not so much for you though.
No, considering it's episode 1, the relaunch, and now I have to postpone the guest.
Bahamas or episode 1 of
right.
Yeah, which one?
Also, though, now you know that you're going to have at least 2 other people that you didn't expect on, and I guarantee you something gold is going to come out of it because everything happens for a reason. This happened for a reason.
Right. And should we tell who is going to be on tonight?
If you like.
I don't know. Who's that going to be?
I think it's going to be you 2 hip cats right there.
Oh, shit.
Right? Right? Oh, yeah.
How did you get us in there? I don't know how the fuck.
I know. They seem above your pay grade, bro. How'd you get them?
Bro, what I had, I ran out of chapstick getting you guys on this podcast.
You did.
I did. I ran out of chapstick convincing
Fucking
you guys
Snoop.
to come on this, right? Right?
But it's true what Ted says. Shit happens for a reason. Even like you said with the whole podcast thing with your episodes. Right. You said you already was thinking about a different name, and that happened to trigger you to just go for the different name, right?
Right. Yeah, there were a couple of names that I was toying with, and obviously Something for the Head was one of them, but one of the songs on that EP is called My Funky Mind. So that was another one, and I ran it off of my wife. Hey, which one? And she liked this one better, so I went with Something for the Head. And she
probably a smart choice.
Right. And she said, she's like, drumhead, drumheads. And she's like, also, a lot of people listen to podcasts or watch podcast clips while they're taking a shit. So she's like, but another name for the toilet's the head. I'm going to the head. So there you go. Something for the head.
You have a great wife, sir. You have a great wife.
She's a keeper, man. She's
awesome.
a keeper for sure. So I appreciate you guys having me on, and I'm looking forward to see where this takes us.
So for people who don't know already, you said that on your new podcast, you're going to talk about stuff like you did on your old one. But if they don't know your old one, they don't know what that is. So what did you talk about on your previous podcast that's going to go forward into this one?
Right. So I talk about a lot of the similar things that you guys talk about. So I grew up with UFOs and Bigfoot. In Search Of was always good. And then obviously the X-Files came out. So, X-Files. Right. And back then, back then, I had more time to read books. So I used to devour books about, UFOs and Bigfoot and ghosts and whatever I could find on that stuff. And, whether
I don't know if anyone told you, but reading is gay, bro.
It is now because I definitely don't. Well, good. I don't have enough time to be gay because I don't have enough time to read anymore.
Man,
I've got a couple hundred books that are just sitting in tubs taking up space because I don't have time to read them. You know,
To be gay.
Get a new,
Yeah.
I don't have time to be gay. Yes. So.
Hopefully in the
So-
future
Good
you will
for
get
you.
time.
Well, I mean, I had to carve out a little bit of time to get you guys on here. So to have you guys get
It's
me
a
on
good
here, then
start.
get you guys on my show later. So
Yeah. We're going to
Yeah,
hit on
so-
you. I mean, I'm going to hit on you. Not
that's
Ted.
okay.
Ted is
I
not gay yet. Yeah.
well,
Is that,
You know,
yet.
he's not
love
gay,
the
but
yet.
he's willing to learn.
He's not
It's
gay,
so
but he's
funny.
eager.
It's
Yeah.
always so funny to do gay jokes, but yeah, go ahead.
Right.
So
you
paranormal
know,
and all kinds of shit like that. That's what you
Right.
talked about.
Right.
I mean,
So
surprisingly, we don't get into the paranormal shit as much as I would like to. I'd love to,
That
but
is true.
you know, it's weird that I really trying to figure out, like, originally it was, all right, then I'm just going to pick something because it seems much easier to gain any kind of traction when you just focus on one thing. But the problem was that I've got so many different hobbies and so many things I'm into
yeah.
that I just couldn't bring it on myself to focus on one thing. So that's why if I'm into it, I'm going to talk about it. And honestly, I don't care if somebody is not into it. Just don't listen to it. It's fine. But I mean, you're going to run the gamut of one thing's going to be on UFOs, one thing's going to be on Bigfoot, the next one's going to be on, music. I did a lot of audio episodes, and because I'm such a huge Led Zeppelin fan, I called them Zeppisodes, and I did a bunch of those,
Nicely done.
and fortunately, I still have everything backed up. So anything that I did on the old podcast, whether it be audio or video, I'm going to put those up kind of as bonus episodes from time to time. And so I'll have the new stuff, and then I'll have that old stuff as well to put up. And eventually, probably once I get this new episode done tonight, it'll take me a few days, but then it'll be up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everything. I just want, if somebody doesn't want to watch the video, they can listen to it on the way to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, I'm with you with that thing. Like, I can't understand how some people, they have this ability to just cover one thing and just put their head into one thing. I get bored quickly. You know, like if it gets repetitive, you know? So I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, it does. And I mean, dude, I know I told you guys today is my birthday, you know.
Is it?
I'm 1 year away from the dining out discounts.
I don't know why I'm applauding that you're getting 1 year closer to death.
1 year closer to death, right? So I'm 1 year away from the double nickel, but that's okay. So at this point, I don't know how old you guys are, but as you get older, you
42.
just don't. Fair enough, young man.
43.
So
43.
All right, get off. Hey, you kids, get off my lawn. So as you get older, you just don't give a shit what other people think. You're just going to do what you're going to do. So that's why I really don't care if people listen. If I cover more than one thing, there's bound to be something that somebody's going to be into.
What are you, 47?
No, I'm 54.
54? Get the fuck out of here.
No, dude, 54.
No way, you're 12 years older than me.
Yeah.
You don't look that.
Well, I appreciate
Black
that.
don't
Thank you.
crack, bro. It's fine.
That's why you got to put some lotion on it. You're ashen.
Good for you.
Yeah, man. So I'm just going to cover everything. And one of the things that I'm a big conspiracy guy, but the problem is, right. But the problem is I don't have a lot of time to dig into them very deep. So that's why I appreciate, right. Yeah. So that's why I appreciate when you guys put a new episode out. You guys you don't get crazy deep into it, but you get deeper than I have time to do, right? So one of the new ones that I just read about the other day, and when I say read about, it was essentially a headline on Twitter or something, right?
That's fine.
Right, it was one of those things where something to do with lead in paint, right? And you've heard about this one before. And it says, click here to see more, but when you click on it, it doesn't do anything. There's no hyperlink there, which is another one of my pet peeves, these fuckers. So
You made me click.
Right. There's nothing there. That's like sitting there and watching a GIF over and over and over again, waiting for the guy to crash. So anyways, so with this lead paint conspiracy theory, what I took from it was they didn't take lead out of paint because it made people sick. They took it out because it blocked all of the ways that they used to surveil us.
I mean,
to watch
so
us.
let's look at it this way. The way that they pushed that was kids are eating chips of paint and they're getting sick, and we need to change it from lead paint. So let's go with that theory. Since they changed it from lead paint, how many kids are eating paint chips?
Right.
None in our lives. We've never watched kids eat paint chips, meaning the kids were never eating paint chips. Kids don't just eat paint chips. That doesn't happen unless they have pica, which is a fucking disease or a disorder where you just eat everything and you have to be like chained up and shit because it's bad. But I don't think that was the reason at all. It doesn't make sense. You think the stuff that's in paint today is good for a kid to eat? Is that what you're telling me?
Right.
Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah. It's
So
like
it just so happens to also block the shit that they want to kill us with. So I mean, probably just a coincidence, but
well, they're saying that if you go up to a 5G tower, it says right on there that the shit causes cancer and side effects, but yet we hold this thing up to our head all day long.
Yeah. The invisible phone, yeah.
Right,
Because
the invisible phone.
It was invisible when you
the
had it.
invisible headphones, right?
There you go.
We put the Bluetooth is another thing, you know.
So it took me months to find a pair of headphones for this podcast. You can't even see it, but that has a cord. Because like you don't want a shitty pair, you want one that sounds good. But every time you try to spend money on a decent pair, they're all fucking Bluetooth. It's like impossible to find a good quality set of corded headphones anymore. It took forever. So I get it, man. And I would never use the fucking whatever they're called, the ear pods or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the AirPods.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, these are headphones that they're made for drummers. So they're kind of like those headphones in the 70s that like went completely over your ears to block everything out. So that's why I like these. They're a little uncomfortable after an hour or two, but
sounds
work
just
pretty
like
good.
a drummer trying to block out everything else, everyone else's opinion. No. I know you think it should be played that way, but I can't hear you because my headphones are on. I'm gonna play it this way.
Right, and the beauty of these things is there is a cable, so they are actual obviously headphones, and so that way when if I'm playing a gig and they want to send me a monitor mix, a mix to my ears, I can hear everything, and it's not this big wall of sound coming back on me that's destroying my ears. Good God, I destroyed them over all those years, so now I've got to protect what I have left.
Yeah,
go.
No, go ahead.
No, go first. It's not that important.
No, I was just gonna say my my right ear is like at least a quarter deaf because I always played stage left, so the drummer was always to my right.
Oh yeah.
So that one's fucked. If I'm on the phone, it always has to go to my left ear. I can't hear shit you're saying. So I get it, dude. I get it.
Right. And that's from the cymbals. That's not from the actual drums. That's
exactly. No, it's the cymbals.
Because
the highs are what fuck you up.
Yeah. Yep. It's that constant. And I'm sure if you were into rock music, that drummer probably had a China cymbal that he was just beating the piss out of.
Yeah.
So our drummer was one of those that. Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Quickly,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say you mentioned that as a drummer, you don't get seen as a musician. I never thought about that. Is that true? Is it true that as a drummer you're not seen as a musician?
Okay, so when you're a musician, musicians don't consider drummers musicians. It's kind of an inside joke, right? But when you're a drummer, you don't want to be a musician. You're like drummers have their. It's like you can't say, "Oh, I'm a bass player, not a musician." That's bullshit. You can say I'm a drummer, I'm not a musician.
Yeah.
You can say that. It's just it's an inside joke thing. But drummers are very proud. Like drummers generally don't hang out with guitar players; they hang out with other drummers.
But
they're definitely a breed of their own.
Yes,
For sure.
But I get that, but at the same time, drums are super important for music.
That's what I was going to say is some people, yes, I know there's this joke and all of that, but none of the music, or at least very little, some of it is fine without it, but very little of the music that I want to hear could exist without drums. You can't do it without drums. And to me, drum and bass, I'm one of those people, are the backbone of every good band. Because if the drum and bass aren't in key with each other, that's your whole rhythm section fucked up. That throws everything off. So I look at them like that, but I do completely get, like, my friend's old band had a song called "No One Takes Pictures of the Drummer." Like, because they're a separate thing. Like, nobody goes around the back and the side and takes pictures of the drummer ever. They're just in their own fucking world. So I get it.
right. And it's funny because fuck, I've lost my train of thought. But no, you're right. So it's funny because when I'm playing a gig, like I essentially go off into my own world, and because the last band that I was in was obviously a cover band, but a classic rock cover band, and it was all requests in the sense that if you requested something, we'd play it, and if we didn't know it, we
still
would.
play it?
If one person in the band, like if one of the guitar players in the band knew part of it, we would play it. If it was something that nobody knew, we would go on our set breaks and learn it and play it. So we were in, we did everything, and it didn't matter. I mean, it could be anything from AC/DC and Aerosmith to Zappa. We didn't care. We'd figure it out. And
Well, yeah, but all you got to do is smash stuff, bro. I mean, that's not that hard.
right.
Not remembering the whole entire song. That's easy.
Right. Well, and that's part of it. It's a little bit easier for me as a drummer to fake my way through a song than it is for a guitar player. Right? But the thing of it is that when it comes to drummers, there's a lot of pressure involved there because a good drummer, like a great drummer, can make any band sound better.
Yeah.
But a shitty drummer will take the most amazing band in the world and make them sound like shit.
Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. We call him the Russian Dragon because if he's not Russian, he's Dragon.
Oh, he's so bad.
Oh,
he's one of the
dude.
worst drummers in fucking metal history.
And
Well,
he
you're
wasn't
right.
always that way.
Yeah.
He wasn't always that way.
But hold on, let me ask you that. You're right, because if the drummer doesn't feel the song, like, I was in a band and we had a great drummer, technically great and all that, but he didn't feel the song. Sometimes he played it faster or too slow. He didn't feel it, and that affects the whole fucking song.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'll be honest, I can go back and listen to a lot of stuff that, like any live recording I have of me playing where there wasn't a click track, and I can tell when I was excited, like I was
Speed
the
up.
songs have well, not so much speed up, but it was just faster. And then I can tell when I was relaxed because it pulled back a little bit. So there definitely is that aspect of it. And
we tried to get our drummer to play to a click track, and we spent like a day and a half, and he just couldn't do it. And then we took it away, and he did everything perfectly. I mean, we would adjust to him, but that's when I totally get what you're saying, because he was great technically.
Right.
Amazing drummer, but he could not stay at the speed a song was supposed to be at for the life of him, no matter how hard he tried.
Right.
He couldn't do it.
I mean, there's drummers out there. I mean, Lars aside, there's drummers out there that make, that have been doing it for 40, 50 years. And I have a tough time going to concerts because I'm that guy in the background like this. You know, and I really try not to be, but I obviously focus on the drummer. And if the drummer's terrible, I'm miserable.
Oh.
If it could be one of my all-time favorite bands, and if it's a different drummer, and that drummer's terrible, I'm done.
And you can sense that
can't
shit,
do it.
right?
Fucking outta
yeah,
here.
they-
Oh yeah, but I can go see somebody that I respect for the other musicians in the band have a new drummer, and that drummer's amazing, and I'm in. I'm ride for life. I'm in. So it's definitely something that as a drummer,
It's a make or
you
break
notice.
part.
Oh yeah,
I mean, kind of like a singer. Like singers to me technically aren't really musicians. Like they're amazing. I can't write vocal melodies and stuff like that, but they can do it. And I know some people learn it, but a lot of people, you can do it or you can't. And so it's like drummers in the same way as a singer to me. Either one being mediocre is okay. The band won't be great, but being great or being bad can have the biggest impact over all the other instruments, especially a fucking bass player. No one would even notice. But if a drummer's terrible, it doesn't matter how good everyone else is. It's over.
Right.
If a singer's terrible, it doesn't matter how good the band is. And just like if they're good, it can kind of redeem everything. Like, I mean, that drummer fucking kicked ass. The rest of the dudes were all right. Or that singer was fucking great. The rest. So that to me has a lot in common. They're both outside of the bass and guitar and piano and all that.
Yeah, I would say I disagree with that. That I do think a singer is some form of musician because they are outputting notes. That's more than what you can say about drummers. They're not really doing that.
It's a different type
maybe.
of note.
Yeah. But you
Here
get
we
what
go.
I mean.
Here we go. It's
But
a
the
fucking
singer
note,
is-
bro. All right.
Yeah, but the
it's a
singer
note.
is
It's just
actually-
different.
Yeah, but the singer is actually doing notes. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
But they're using their voice as their instrument.
Right.
My point is you can't be born knowing how to play guitar. You can't be born knowing how to play piano. You can be born and just know how to sing, and no one ever taught you a damn thing. So to me, musician by definition means you put your heart and soul into learning an instrument and doing that. So maybe that's
Yeah, I
not
get
the
what
right
you're saying.
definition, but
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it. Like,
But then there is also
and some people can just play drums. Just I can
Right.
play drums. Like,
But then there is also the thing between musicians and composers. You can be a musician, but not a composer as well.
and I think that's what I was gonna say when you said about singers do blah blah blah. I was gonna be like, that's more like a composer. Yes, like they can write the whole idea and melody and all that in their head. But
yeah.
Right. So one of the things that I've always noticed is that you can see somebody and watch like a drummer, right? So I can watch a drummer and I can generally tell if that person was taught or they had a natural gift towards the drums and then were taught and developed on top of that.
yeah,
Right? So it's one of those things. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you see somebody that was taught how to play, they generally lack a little bit of feel and
That's
a little
what- yeah,
bit of like soul.
Like Vince was
You know?
saying about the drummer was good, but he didn't feel the songs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Right.
That fucks
Right.
it up.
And I know I've got a good friend of mine, and he's probably one of the most technically proficient drummers I've ever personally known. But when it comes to just grooving, the feel is not quite there.
Yeah.
Like it's very like perfect.
Yeah.
And because he's so technically proficient, but for somebody like me, I mean, I've got chops and I can play some crazy shit, but I'm much happier just sitting back there playing Back in
Yeah.
Black than going,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to play a Dream Theater song. Yeah.
Or
I
you
just wanna
can
play-
follow if a bass player comes up and they're like just jamming, trying something out, and they jump to something else and speed up a little bit or slow down, you can go with it. But those technical
Right.
drummers can't do that. They're like, they stay on time and have to pull the other person back in, which
Right.
stifles sometimes and stuff like that. I get it.
Right. And you have, as a drummer in a band, you have a responsibility to make it feel good. Right? And everybody has to follow
She
you.
said.
Yes. Yes, exactly. But you have a responsibility to make it feel good, because when it feels good, people respond.
I feel
And they're-
good.
Right. They respond, they're into it, they're up dancing, and when they're
Yeah.
dancing, they're sweating and they're buying drinks, which turns into, hey, the bar sales were high, we're going to have you guys back.
Ah.
Right?
It's a businessman right here.
It's the circle of life there.
But isn't everything about feeling good in some sense?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even right now, if we feel good, maybe that translates to the people watching feeling good by us
Right.
feeling good.
Right.
And they want to come back to feel more good. You know, like the bar. thing.
More gooder, you know.
More gooder.
Get in there.
No, but
Get in
isn't
there.
that true though?
It is, absolutely.
Right.
It's all
So
about feeling good.
I know, Vince, you're a musician, right?
I'm more of a composer,
Composer,
but yeah. But I
Okay.
can play decent piano, absolutely. But I see
Right.
myself more as a composer. But go ahead, yes.
Right. So yeah, when you're composing, when you're building something, because you're building it piece by piece when you're composing,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yes.
track by track and you're building it. When you first start in your head, do you hear the other parts yet? Do you like see the vision in front of you that you're trying to paint, so to speak?
See, this is the thing. Most of the time, I don't, because I feel myself through the chords on the piano.
Right.
You know, like I feel this chord and that chord, and as I'm doing it, I am kind of watching over it. Like, okay, I keep that chord I keep two. That the third chord didn't sound right, so let me adjust until I find the right third chord. It's like
Right.
I'm recording as I am feeling myself out. And once I've had enough of the chords done, I store that as, okay, that melody is solid. Then I work on the next one. Once I have all the foundations down, then I start to create melodies on top of them, you know, like or whatever it is, you know. But
Right.
I feel myself through it. But there has been times that I have a melody in my head and then I took it
You
out
have
on the
that
piano.
that tap that I don't, because I have no problem saying this. I know a lot of musicians whatever do, but I'm much better at being a second person. Like when I hear something, I hear where it can go, and then I know, oh, this can add it, and it'll be something that person maybe never thought of. But I'm not as good as coming up with the original thing. So maybe like a producer better than an actual musician. I don't know, but
on. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I do come up with my own stuff, but like I'm much better at hearing this and then being like, oh, this should be in there, and then it
Maybe
fills
you
it
feed
out.
off, like you're a person that feeds off the creativity from another, you know, and you actually
I'm a
add
leech.
from there.
I'm a leech.
No, but it's not a leech. It's just a different.
No, I know.
No, but
I
it's a
suck off
different
them.
order. Yeah, it's a different order. You're not number one in that. You're the number two.
Like I've done both, but I am totally fine being the second. I don't need that. Like I wrote this. Like we wrote this. It's great.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you this. When you hear a song on the radio, and say you've never played the song before, and you hear the song on the radio, and you're into the song on the radio, do you immediately know what they're playing? Like, can you picture in your head what they're playing on the guitar? Like where it is on the guitar or where it is on the keyboards? Can you picture
So-
that? Like,
With the guitar, I'm always like literally in my head, I'm like picturing where their hands are sliding while they're playing this. And I'm not always 100% right, like down to the fret, but like I know the general motion of what they're doing because I hear that they're switching to the higher chords because those strings sound different because they're solid, not wound, and you can tell they go up in a fret, and you can hear the fit, and you know which way they're going, the fit or up or down, and all that. So yeah, that's how I hear it.
Yeah, and I'm the same, and I'm to the point where I hear it too well sometimes. Like I know what chords they're using, and depending on which they are, I'm like, that's cheap. Everybody's using that one. You know, like
have you seen that, to your point, have you seen that video? I guess they're English dudes, but they're like comedians, but they do that thing where they're talking about how 4 chords do all fucking pop songs. And they go through so many songs playing the same thing, and all they do is change their vocal pattern. And it's like every fucking pop song is the same. And I feel that about like the 90s alternative, which I grew up on too. Like Glycerine and fucking When I Come Around, same exact chords. Santa Monica, same chords. They're all the same chords. They all go through it.
That's the 4 chords. When I come around.
Yes. Bum, 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 and a bum, 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 and a bum, bum, and a bum.
Yeah, exactly.
Same one, all of it.
So for me, it's so bad. You know, I started off as a music reactioner, and, you know, I got a lot of hate because I wasn't too impressed with a bunch of the songs.
Because he doesn't like anything.
No, that's not true. I got a really high standard. That's what I call it.
Yes, Snoop. I know it's called 3 chords in the truth, motherfucker. But since I said 4 chords, I couldn't say 3 chords in the truth. All right.
It's called the Axis of Awesome. The video you're talking about.
No. Yes,
okay.
But there's a term called 3 chords in the truth. That's all you need to write a pop song. A good song is 3 chords in the truth. Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, so I got a lot of shit because when I reacted, I was like, I don't think this is too impressive. And the fans were like, what? You don't like this? This is a great song. And I'm like, listen, I get it. But unfortunately, I come from a different point of view. As a composer, you see through things that, you know, non-composers cannot see. You know, like you see things that just regular music listeners don't see. And that kind of affects how I hear a song, unfortunately. I can't do anything about it.
But you do know how it comes off, right? Like
an asshole.
Like you think you could do all of it better than all of them.
Yeah. And I can't do it better
like these people spent 10 years writing a fucking song and put their heart into it. And there's this person's song who like changed their life. This was the pinnacle of when they decided to marry their wife or whatever. And you're like, I mean, like they're using auto-tune and those chords kind of, they don't mesh. They fight each other.
I have to be honest.
And they're like, I'm divorcing my husband.
Yeah. And listen, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I can literally do classical symphonies. You know, I can literally do that whenever I like. So I know.
Does that make you better than me, bro?
I think so.
No,
at least he's honest.
No, hey, I'll take it. At least he's honest. Perfect.
But it has nothing to do with like, it's not arrogance. It's just, you know, I know
it's
what I can
do. It's just facts. I am better than you.
I just know what I can do. That's all. And I think, listen, to this point, I think our world is a little bit fucked up in this sense that we try to shit on people that display confidence, you know? I say, listen, display however big of a confidence you like. Just show me, try to prove it to me. Let's see if you're right. You know, that's all. Show it to me.
Well, right. And I think what you touched on with just the world in general, I think that's such a huge thing right now because you'll see as a musician, you're a musician, Ted. As a drummer, hanging around a lot of musicians, when you see this music that is popular today and is selling millions and millions and millions.
Oh my God.
And we sit here and listen to it and we go, how the hell do people like that? That is absolute garbage.
Shit. Yeah.
You know what's worse than how the hell do people like that? The worst thing than that I've heard people say, and I feel a little bit myself, is why bother? Why should I bother creating music when someone's going to say, oh, I can make it better than that with AI in 2 seconds. Better to them because they have no feeling. They're those people who don't need feeling. They'll just they'll say what I want in the chords I want, in the pattern I want, and I can make my own song. Why should, as you spent hours and hours deciding which word I should use here and that,
Right.
it's taking the wind out of people's sails, man.
Yeah, it is.
So
and it's tough. I mean, one of the things that I ran into was being in that cover band for so long, for like 12 years, dude, playing at a casino on Las Vegas Boulevard for 12 years, like 3-4 nights a week, that when it came time to sit down with some friends and work on some stuff of our own, I didn't have an identity as a drummer anymore. And I didn't really know what to play because it all sounded like somebody else.
You know what? Exactly that. You didn't practice on actually doing your own unique thing.
Right.
That's what it was. You got lost because of that. You were doing other people's shit. You didn't practice on your own shit. Yeah.
Right. And at that point, when we were so busy, who has time to practice between working, right? Between working every day until 5 or 6 in the afternoon and then having to go somewhere to play. There's no time to just sit down behind a drum kit and just close my eyes, put these on, and just kind of channel something. That's lost. That's gone.
Go ahead.
And so that muscle has atrophied over that time. So now that I haven't played, COVID, I mean, just like a lot of people, it took something very important away from them. It took that away from me. I fortunately haven't lost any family members. I lost friends, but I mean, COVID's a bunch of bullshit to begin with.
Yes,
but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But it took away our livelihood as musicians and as a band, and it took that band away because once the casinos closed down, the bands weren't playing anymore, so none of us had any reason to get together to play like that because everything was closed. So everybody just kind of split off to the four corners.
You know, of all the talking about COVID, I've never heard anybody mention that, and it totally makes sense to me because I wasn't in a band at that time. But yeah, it would have fucking destroyed that. And Vince, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I think the problem with our world today is that not a lot of people really want or cherish real shit. When I criticize music saying that's auto-tuned or this and that, mainly why I'm doing that is because I want us to get back to real vocals. We should not accept this bullshit because the more we accept it, the further away we become from realness. And realness,
if people who don't understand that fully, if you're not a musician or never dabbled in music or anything, is that the people who put the most work in will not stop working until they can hit those notes. They won't accept auto-tune. And who do you want giving you art? The person who gave up and had to use electronics to get them there, or the person who worked at it day and night until they hit that fucking note? That's the difference. And you're giving this up because a computer can fix it for you. And it's just like physical art. The trash they have now where they scatter shit on paint and call it, or on canvas and call it art. But yeah, go ahead.
And it's not just that. It's also, if you have I would say, normal ear, you can hear that the auto-tuned vocals lacks this human soul thing. It sucks something out of the vocals when it corrects it like that.
It's like the fat on the meat. You know, it's the thickness. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you cut, where do you think the flavor of the meat comes from? It's the fat. So if you trim all the fat off that steak, sure, it's still a steak, but it sucks because there's not as much flavor, right?
Synthetic steak, yeah.
Right. So when it comes to AI, I mean, there was a big thing where there was a song that was on the top of the charts, like the most popular song in the world, and every single piece of it was created using AI. There wasn't any human that had touched it at all. It was completely AI. And I heard it had no soul. It had no appeal to me whatsoever, but it appealed to the people that would
Brain
go to a
dead.
dance club. Right. And they
Yeah,
just
brain
want to go and dance and, do their thing, the younger generation. If you want to hear real soul and what being a singer and a musician's all about, you can go on YouTube now, because with AI, they can take a song from a CD that's been mixed down and mastered and everything, and to a certain extent, split the instruments up and individualize the tracks again. To an extent, it's not perfect.
Yeah.
But it
I
will
love
be sooner than
listening
later.
to Pantera Walk vocals only. Just Phil.
But right. Brilliant, because I mean,
Are you talking to me?
It really it gives it a whole, you hear things that you never heard before, the inflections and the feeling behind it that is buried when everything's mixed together. But if you go back, and you can find them on YouTube, like Brad Delp's isolated vocals for More Than a Feeling, obviously Boston, or you can listen to any of Steve Perry from Journey, his isolated vocals. Even though AI split it up and everything, it's the actual isolated vocals. And you listen to that, and without the rest of the music, even if you've only ever heard the isolated vocals, it still gives you that same feeling as when you listen to the entire track.
That's what I wanted to
After
say.
that, I'm gonna show something.
I have yet to feel chills from a single AI song. And I think there is something to that, because you only get chills from music when you feel the realness. And I don't think that can ever happen with AI created music. And without the chills, at least to me, like, there's a lot of songs I like that don't give me chills. Don't get me wrong. But when you get that, when a song's like, fuck, you feel it, like Queen songs do that a lot. Elton John songs do that for me. Billy Joel songs, like this fucking feeling of. Anyway, go ahead, Vince.
Let me show you a little clip. A few years ago, I saw that they took Freddie Mercury's vocals and they subtly pitch corrected his voice. Look at this.
Real quick, right after this, you have to get into the conspiracy also,
absolutely.
not just the music. Just right after this.
This is just 4 minutes. But this is a good example. Look. So now we're going to check out time, if Freddie Mercury's time has been pitch corrected. And we're going to first listen to the 1986 version.
Plan our hopes together, or we'll have no more future at all.
Now look, this is his vocals when he says time, okay?
Yeah.
Right.
It starts below this gray line, which is which is perfectly hitting the note, and then it goes down, right? Look soon, okay? Look soon what happens.
Wait for nobody.
You can see there, he wasn't perfectly in pitch. Let's continue. And now I think I will be playing. No, this is still the old one.
No, that sounds unkind, but it seems to me we've not listened to or spoken about it at all. The fact that time is
Hold on, pause it real quick. Can I ask you a question though? Do you think it's all about hitting the perfect pitch?
No, it's not. That's the point.
Okay.
He's not exactly always hitting it, but it still sounds great. And when he actually does hit it, it's starting to suck the
then
soul.
go ahead. Because I was just, thinking myself.
Yeah, the point is you should not hit it, even though you're a great singer.
I'm glad I said the point before you got to it.
Yeah. Look soon.
Waits for nobody. Time waits for no one. We've got to build this world together, or we'll have no more future at all. Because time.
So you can see there was two places where he nailed the line, but every other place it was just below or above. Now I'm gonna compare to the new version.
Yeah. This will
There
be
we hit it.
interesting.
Yeah. And then we go to the 2019 version, the new one, and check that out.
Waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody.
Did you see that?
Yes,
Did you see
I
that?
heard. Of course, I heard that.
But
Did you see
it's
that
gonna
right
be
there? Let me pull that
clearer
back.
soon.
Waits for nobody. We all must plan our hopes together.
No.
or
No,
we'll
thank
have
Do you
you.
see how? Do you see how it sticks to the notes? Hold on, when it goes for the long one.
no more future
Oh, God.
Do you see that? Do you see that? Remember the other one I showed you? Look at this
Yeah.
one.
Right.
Look.
Time.
Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit?
Time.
That is pitch correct. That is pitch corrected, man. Hold on, let me find that in the original 86 one.
Yeah, that's.
Now, look. You see?
Yeah.
You see? That same.
Yeah,
that
they put
same
his vocals clearly
is
through it.
below the
Yeah.
line now. You see that?
Dude, I can't tell when it's you talking
see
now
that?
and you talking on that video. I thought that was you
And then we
talking
go
right
back
now.
to the new one.
Look.
Time waits for nobody.
And then we go to the old one.
Plan our hopes together, or we'll have no more future at all. Time.
Okay, I think we got it.
Yeah.
So I rest my case of what I said when you started this is that it doesn't feel right. Just like if you only had a guitar that you pushed a button and it hit the perfect note on every fret, you couldn't make it sound like it does when you play guitar because it's those betweens and those slides and those things that
bends
make it have yeah. And if you're just note, it's not the same. And that's what AI knows how to do is I can do this note perfectly. I can do this. I can do that. But you can't feel it and you can't slide into it.
And to finish
Right.
this off, I'll go.
No.
Stumbo.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing where it's like a drummer is playing an actual acoustic kit or an electronic kit.
Yes,
The electronic
yes,
kit, it's never going to feel the same. It's never going to sound the same. It's it's just
Yeah, when you hit a
it
drum
sucks.
towards the middle, it's different than when you hit it towards the outside. When it's on an
then the
electronic
power.
kit, wherever you hit it, it's there. Yeah.
and I don't.
Well, some
I mean,
of them have the pressure sensitive, like you hit them like,
Right.
and I mean, obviously, some of them have more features and more processing power and more
to
notes
me,
and
it's
everything.
like-
but
they're like, we're gonna try to make it sound like the real thing.
Real. Yeah.
Why not just play the real thing? That's like trying to make a sex doll like a real woman instead of just sleeping with a real woman. Like, like the
She's
sex
cheaper.
dolls have a mute button.
she's cheaper,
Yeah.
and she
And
doesn't get
available at
pissed
all
off when you
times.
tell her. She doesn't get pissed off when you tell her to relax,
Yeah.
right?
And she's available. But
Yes,
to finish that off, the problem is people are getting so used to this pitch corrected vocals that when they now hear a regular vocal, they're like,
Dude,
he or she sounds out of tune.
I think that's gonna be the new test. Like when I meet a new friend, I'm gonna be like, get in the car. tell me what you think about this song. And they're
It's a
like,
great
oh, it
song,
sounds
man.
great. And it'll be fucking AI. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we can't be friends. If you didn't hear
Yeah,
anything
right.
wrong with this, that means your brain's not capable of feeling. Get out of here, psychopath. We're done.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I could go on with the music all day long. You know how everything's mastered hotter now, so there's no space in between the notes, and it's I call it the loaf of bread. It sounds like a loaf of bread to me. Like there's no space. There's no space in a loaf of bread. It's just a solid piece of bread, right?
Man.
So when you hear it, it just sounds like this loaf of bread
Yeah.
unmercifully coming
that's the only
towards your
way.
head.
Yeah, like quickly, I love the production on Black Album with Metallica.
Right.
The drums. Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Wherever I may roam or whatever. It had this room. I don't know. Very
Yeah.
great.
Well, it's like that's why I was telling my grandson, because we got him a record player for Christmas.
Fucking
and he's just now
grandson.
getting, right. Yeah, dude. 14. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5 grandkids at this point.
I can't believe you're a grandpa.
Dude, I'm 43 and don't even have a kid,
Me too.
much less a grandkid. I know.
Good
I'm glad
for
you're
you.
at that point now where you can be honest about it. Because, when people are first having kids, they're like, oh my God, you should have kids too. It's the best thing ever. And then when they leave, like, yeah, we're going to fucking ruin their life also.
Right. So I try to explain to him, I'm like, when I buy you a record, it's going to be something old. I am not going to spend $50 on a record that's new, because it always says remastered or this and that. I said, that's going to
Yep.
sound like garbage.
Yeah.
I said, if you want a Led Zeppelin record, let's go find you the old ones, which are tough to find now.
Yeah.
Or I said, if you want an Aerosmith record, let's go find you an old Aerosmith record, because it's going to sound way better than that same record that was remastered and put out within the last 5 years. And even on CD, a lot of those older CDs are worth more money from the 80s and early 90s, before they started brick walling everything and turning it into a loaf of bread, before they started
love
baking the music.
Fucking love the loaf of bread, man. That's because I get it. I get exactly what you mean by that. And I don't know any other way to explain what you mean other than a fucking loaf of bread. I get it. It's just
Right,
like
'cause
a
if you-
all-in-one fucking loaf of bread. That's
Compressed
it. That's it.
shit.
Because if you take and you open the track in a wave editor,
Yeah.
it's just a solid line, like a solid brick of music.
No
There's no
dynamics.
dynamic to it whatsoever.
yeah.
And
It's dead. It's dead. And
Yeah.
that is maybe turning the listeners dead
A flat
inside
line.
as well. Yeah.
right.
They're
Right.
turning the listener dead inside as well.
Right.
Listening to that
And gay.
garbage.
Yeah,
gay
and there's
too,
a
but there's nothing wrong with that one.
right, and there's that whole conspiracy theory about tuning to 440 instead of 432, or turning to 432 instead of 440. I haven't dived enough into that to really get into it, but
You know who has
You can
conspiracy
feel
music,
it.
Guru?
Listen to True Sophageo. So what he does is he plays a healing tone, and he molds
That
the
was
whole
brilliant.
song around that. Real quick, pull one up while I'm talking to him about moving on
That
to other
was
stuff.
brilliant. Yeah.
So let's move on to the conspiracy shit, and then he'll pull this up. It's fitting conspiracy music guru. So we titled this shit Bigfoot Ghosts, and I forget the last part. What the fuck was it? Something about
whole
the
loaf of bread.
Ghost.
The loaf of bread. Yeah, no,
Ah.
Bigfoot Ghosts and the next chapter, whatever.
right.
So we've covered the next chapter. That's your new podcast. So what do you think Bigfoot is? Because I don't even think we need to debate if it's
But hold on,
something
before we
real
go
or
into
not.
that, I got it ready here.
Oh, you already that was that quick. So don't forget, put a
Yeah.
pin in Bigfoot.
Now I got
Yeah, so what he does
he
is
starts with
has
the tone.
note. You hear that? But then he kind of hides that tone with
But I want to bring up the fact that as soon as you started playing that, I instantly felt it.
Yeah,
That's
you do.
crazy,
You
right?
feel it.
Like it.
It's a calming,
Yes.
like a.
But part of it's like that feeling right after you take a shot.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
the
It's kinda
warmth
like-
going down. Yeah. I thought you were gonna say shit. You know that feeling right after you take a shit?
Well, that's calming too. As you're shaking out your legs trying to get them to stop being asleep. Because you've been sitting on the toilet listening to something for the head the entire time.
And this is for the
Nice
head.
plug.
This shit is for the
It
head.
is.
Literally, this tone apparently does something
Yeah,
to you.
and you don't even notice that tone's still going the whole time.
yeah,
Right.
So you can listen to these healing frequencies with some music.
yeah. So this is great. Check it out on conspiracymusicguru.com. Anyways, get back
Right,
to
yeah,
Bigfoot.
because as soon as you started playing that, I
Right.
immediately felt it. And you pay attention to that too, because you're getting that feeling. So you're paying attention because you don't want that feeling to go away. You don't want to
And-
lose that loving feeling.
Think about this. We got musician composers like Conspiracy Music Guru who has to struggle while these garbage fake artists, they don't have to do
Yeah.
anything. They
Make
you know,
millions and their songs
Yeah.
are all over everything. Yeah.
everything is so upside down today. You know, it's just incorrect, wrong.
It really
Everything's
is.
Well,
wrong, misplaced.
Right. This will sum it up. Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, drummer Chad Smith. I have a DVD of one of his drum clinics, and he talks about, he's like, when I was growing up, I was going into Guitar Center and spending all the money I had buying gear. And now that I'm a millionaire and I've got money falling out of my ass, they send it to me for free. He's like,
Yeah.
how backwards is that?
right?
Yeah, it's fucked
Right?
up.
He's like, I can afford to buy whatever instrument I want, and I get it for free.
It is what it is.
Right.
You know, your fame or whatever is worth something now, so they just give you things. But ghosts or Bigfoot?
Bigfoot. That's what I want to know. What do
Okay.
you? So what I was saying was, I don't think we need to quibble about whether it's something or not. But what do you think it is? Because it's too many people who have seen it, or even my cousin and my brother are convinced, not saw, but smell the skunk ape. They were like, and my cousin's very familiar with hogs and all of that, and was like, this smelled different. When we would walk, it would move, and when we would stop, it would stop. Like, animals don't do that. It was something. So what do you think it is, or do you think it's bullshit?
It is the smartest motherfucker on the planet. Absolutely 100%. What I think it is, I don't necessarily know if it's an animal. And I don't necessarily know if it's like the missing link, right? I don't really subscribe to one thing or another. Could it be a interdimensional being?
That's
Sure,
what I was
because-
going to say. Do you
right,
subscribe
because-
to that at all?
But why does it need to be hairy though? If it's international, Not
Well,
international,
maybe it just
interdimensional.
is hairy, and it's just happens to be hairy, and it's interdimensional.
Right.
Is it cold over there in the other dimension?
Maybe
It's
one
hair.
has nothing to do with the other. Maybe there's totally unrelated.
Right.
All right.
I don't subscribe to it being one thing or another. I just subscribe to the fact that it exists. That I know. I've never seen one. I don't, geographically, there's none around me, right? I live in
Yeah.
a desert. So there's none around me unless somebody's making up some bullshit, but there's none around me, right? So I can't say that I've ever experienced being around one. Now, that doesn't mean I don't believe it's real. You know, and with ghosts, I've never seen a ghost, but I know they're real. I've had something run up on me and scared the crap out of me, and I reacted exactly the wrong way. But I've had something run up on me. I've never been touched by anything. So, you know, for people to say, oh, they're not real or Bigfoot's not real. Well, have you ever seen a Bigfoot? No. Have you ever experienced, you know, been out in the woods and heard something off in the distance screaming? No. Well, do you believe in God? Yeah. Okay. Have you ever seen God? No. Okay.
Yeah.
So if God's real, then why can't that thing that you haven't experienced, how is that not real?
Yeah.
So, like I said, do I think God's real? Sure. Do I think that Bigfoot's real? Absolutely. I don't think all these people are full of shit, right? Nobody's making money off of Bigfoot. Really. I mean, you write a book about it and you sell maybe a couple thousand copies if you're lucky. Amazon gets their cut. You get a little bit, right? Same thing with ghosts. These people that were on TV with all these ghost shows back in the day, they weren't really making any money. They made their money from
Zach
going around and
Bagans,
talking.
bro.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he sure played that right, didn't he?
He did.
I mean,
Met
and
him
he's
one time.
literally, I mean,
Total douche.
I saw him in Guitar Center a couple times. I sold some shit to Aaron one time, and Aaron was cool. But like I said,
I can see that.
It just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Just because you've never experienced it doesn't mean it's not real.
Unfortunately, I got distracted by a teenage mutant turtle here that jumped in.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. You didn't see that turtle?
this-
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Grandpa. Happy birthday to you.
All right, you better not go anywhere, dude, because we're gonna cut this loose, and then you guys are hopping on mine. So I had.
Yeah, his guest
111
canceled,
is
bro.
gay already.
His guest canceled, bro.
Postponed.
Who?
Sorry, postponed.
Pete.
Yeah.
Pete
Wink.
did. Okay.
Postponed.
Yeah, he's got to get up super early and fly to the Bahamas with Brett tomorrow, so he's out for today.
I seen he did it. There's a lot of talk of his son
like,
auditioning for Skid Row or something.
Why is he posting pictures of him drinking shots at the bar? And
Yeah, right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
But
don't
hold
know.
on, turtles. Which one were you, Snoop? Which one were you?
I am something for the head turtle.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. So
The party
we're talking
dude.
about ghosts and Bigfoot. Snoop, what do you think about that? Yeah.
Yeah, there's something there for sure. Like definitely, I think with ghosts, Bigfoot. It's really shocking we don't have like more visual evidence. I think of Bigfoot. It feels like we should have some.
But here's, to be fair, if someone tomorrow showed you a picture and said, I took a picture of Bigfoot and you saw it, you would say, oh, that's fucking fake.
AI.
So there's tons of pictures of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's just whether you choose to believe. But I think they're interdimensional beings, and that's why they see them for a second and they disappear. I think they're otherworldly, other realmly, whatever you want to call it.
But they take the smell with them, like when they come. Like,
Well, I mean,
Well, I
if you
think
rub against a tree or something, you can-
I think the smell is not so much for them, but it's for you to tell you to get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
That's just like a lot of people, they get
the
that
smell of danger. Yeah.
Yeah.
the smell of danger, and they like the infrasound. So immediately they get that feeling that they need to bounce.
Your reaction should be, that stinks. I'm going to go the other way. But we're all like, oh my God, that smells like shit. What is that? Let me
I
get
have
closer.
been in the sewer.
Oh yeah, Snoop knows how that is. The smells of danger. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
That's why the kids never get in the van.
Oh, they did have
So-
a van. Huh, creepy.
I feel like your podcast is going to do great, bro. And I feel like
Yeah.
you like we could pick you up like the crane game at the arcade and fucking drop you in our podcast and you just flow right in. It's fucking awesome, man. Even though you're an old bitch, even though you're old as fuck, you fit right. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Dude, like I said, I'm 1 year away from the discount breakfast, bro.
Oh, dude, AARP's knocking at your door already.
Right.
Yeah, dude, you guys didn't know he was my grandfather, did you?
Dude.
Isn't that crazy?
Is it?
You're like, do you want discounts on hotels, Chaz? You're like waking up in the middle of the night. Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, it's all good. So, dude, like I said earlier at the beginning of this thing, I watch what you guys do, and you have Jonah and watch what you guys do, and it's a riot. And you guys get along for the most part, most of the time, right? You guys have been around. It's like you guys are like in a band. Essentially, you guys are in a band because you guys are creating something together. And without one of you guys, it's not the same. So it has to be the four of you guys, because when somebody's not there, sure, it's like, okay, the three surviving members of the Beatles got back together without John and worked on those songs, and they were okay, but they weren't fucking Love Me Do. You know what I mean? So
Fuck my life.
Right. You're like, fuck, I've been trying to get away from these guys. I've been looking for the exit ramp for the past 2 years.
No, but you're right.
Just demolished it.
Yeah, it is like a band. For sure.
Yeah.
Like a band creating shit. Yeah.
And if you're in a band and there's one person in that band that you fucking hate, you know what I mean? It's
beautiful music.
It's not the same.
Let me ask you about your podcast. Are you gonna be a one-man guy, or are you gonna have, a co-pilot,
a guest every week, or a co-host? How you doing? Just you and.
All right. So
I mean, tonight you're gonna have 3 co-hosts, but yeah, go ahead.
Right. So 2 and a turtle.
And a turtle.
Michelangelo. Michelangelo.
Michelangelo over here.
Oh, that's well played, bro.
Yeah, that's good.
Snoop.
Poo. I see that.
Michelangelo. All right, I knew you'd appreciate that. So, no, the majority of the time it'll be me. I want to have guests, like I said. I want to get more into feeling comfortable to do stuff by myself.
Yeah.
But I realize, obviously, that's a lot of work to try to prepare something to do by yourself.
Well, let me tell you, we're gonna help you with that today. When you do this stream that you're gonna do in an hour from now, right? Sort of like an hour from now or something.
48 minutes from now. Or 38 minutes from now.
38 minutes. 38.
We're gonna at least relieve you with a huge chunk, because Snoop knows. We did it with Snoop. Remember Snoop when you were green?
Yeah, I have blue chunks.
He's still green.
You're still green. See, I told you, drop right in, bro.
No, but we're gonna help with getting some relief with that for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Liberace.
He has had a podcast before this, also, but
Chas.
Yeah, remember at the beginning, bro.
The ear mob.
All the episodes, and it got how many episodes? 30 something.
Well, it's 36 with a guest, and then there was probably 6 or 7, maybe.
But
8
was that
more.
audio only?
Thought you were gonna say 33.
Both. Well, the majority of the time it was audio only. There is video up on YouTube and stuff.
Didn't I do one audio and one video of yours?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but he threw those in the trash.
Okay, so why? Okay, so then you're already comfortable, or are you saying like comfortable with live streaming, or what are you saying?
No. So what I'm saying is just finding, like, being a drummer. There's always 4 other people in the band that people are paying attention to.
Yeah.
So coming out from behind the drum kit and sitting in front of the mic and doing something and not having a guest is pretty frightening to me.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
so I've been doing this for over 2 years now, and I've done like 2 things by myself, but one of them was me commenting on an old Christmas movie that I was watching,
yeah.
but never just like doing anything serious by myself and just talking myself. Like, I
Right.
get it. To me, I don't think, maybe I could, but I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, me talk for like an hour just myself. No, fuck that. Nobody wants to hear that. So I just,
Right.
nope.
I mean, I did an episode where it was just called My Musical Journey. And I did an episode where I talked about how I started and what got me into it.
That's cool.
And I went through up until, COVID took everything away. And then, I mean, essentially since COVID, I've been retired. Like, no drum kits are set up. There's no drumsticks in my hands. And I've played a few gigs here and there. Like, I just played down in Florida, down around your way on a gig. And so I've got a gig in April that just got booked. So I play a little bit here and there, but not like before. And just, I haven't had, like, Vince brought it up. He's like, it took that away from you. And what it took away from me was the desire to play.
Yeah.
And because there was no opportunity to play, I learned how life was without it and kind of got comfortable living a life without it because it had been such a big part of my life for so long. And now that I'm back here in Vegas and
Vegas, baby.
Right. Still haven't gone out and seen any bands or anything like that. But the opportunity is there to play with other musicians again. That now I'm kind of finding that I want to, but not in the capacity that I was, but I'm kind of finding like I want to find the fun in doing. I want to try to get back what made me want to do it to begin with, and why I did it to begin with.
I feel that, my man. That's what it's all about. And that's why, that's why I left the band I was in, because it wasn't feeling it anymore, Once you're not feeling it, you gotta give it up, bro. You gotta check.
That's why I left the other Ninja Turtles, because I wasn't feeling it anymore.
Yeah, you wanted to hang out in the sewers a lot.
Yes.
I don't know.
Hey,
sewer
dude,
rat.
Chaz, did you you know Sean Coey, right? Singer,
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Coey. So we have our friend Sean Coey, this female singer in Vegas, and she did an audition for Skid Row. She puts together the videos and sends them to him, because they're looking for a singer.
And she's a great singer too.
Yeah.
We've done some gigs together for sure.
Yeah.
Is there more to that story, Snoop?
No, I was just saying she put it.
All right.
The band.
Yeah.
Well,
man, have you ever seen The Color Blue? Yeah.
It's not like the other blue.
I like The Color Blue. It's cool. That's all.
Listen, since you're gonna do the stream, we're gonna have to wrap it up. So
Right.
And reboot.
wrap it up. Yeah.
And get into not guest mode or not host mode. Get into guest mode. It's a hard transition.
Right. So just bear with me. It's not going to look as gorgeous as a phone booth podcast, but I've got a half hour to whip this thing into shape because I've just been getting pulled in a million different directions. So, fellas, I will see you guys in a half hour. I will
Send us a
send
link.
everybody the link right there on
And
Twitter.
before you jump out, say where they can find the podcast and shit.
And send me all these links and I'll put them under this, but say it here.
Yes. So obviously, I got to figure out the YouTube thing. I thought I was good to go there, but let me hop on, see what I can do there. It's going to be on Rumble because I like Rumble.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on Rumble. It's going to be on
SFTH 51, right?
Yes, something for the head 51. So at Rumble, it's something for the head. And then I'll put the links here on Twitter, and it's going to obviously be on my Facebook page. But since the YouTube thing may not be happening today, it's definitely going to be on rumble.com. I think it's rumble.com/user/something for the head.
And Ted is going to share it when you're
yes,
live, right?
I'll share it.
Yes.
I'll share it.
So,
And I think it's funny that you called your podcast Something for the Head, because me and Snoop's mom had this weird interaction where she gave me head and then I banged her and I threw her 20 and then she turned around and was like, something for the head. And I was like, oh no, I thought that was free and I was just paying for the banging. So I just had to clear that up.
He said,
Hey Ted, have you ever had your ass whooped by a half retarded looking guy with a 75 IQ dressed as a Ninja Turtle?
Ted said, yeah, here's just a little tip.
Oddly enough, yes, I have.
Well, all right.
Oh, bro, Chas,
survived
thank
that
you
time.
for joining us. Dude, you fit right in. I love it. We're going to see you again in a few minutes, but the people watching this won't be watching that probably because this is coming out in like 10 days.
Right.
And they won't know to go watch it. But check him out on the links below this that we're going to post. They'll be down there. Go check out the episode that we're going to be jumping over to in real life right now in about 20 minutes. And then you'll get to see it on his shit. So if you're watching this, don't be a pussy. Click the link and go watch his shit.
And then go to phoneboothpodcast.substack.com, and then also go to canambullion.com, where you find precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, bars, coins, and
bullion.
hopefully the Trump coin gets in stock someday.
So Vince can have a boner.
Yeah, I want boner by silver coin.
I was told not to do that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Canambullion.com. Great stuff. Get your gold, silver coins right now.
Thank you, Chas. Thank you, Snoop, for jumping in. Turtle Power. Vince, love you, as always.
Peace.
Peace.